Good afternoon, everybody. Friday, the 26th of April, and here we are for a nice chilled little bit of time doing tile number 437. So what are we doing today then? Where am I at? I've got a classic cream tile. I've added a little bit of ink. Here we go. Look, just a touch of blue and a touch of yellow. Looks a bit green like on the tile, but that's okay because it just gives it a little bit of, you know, a bit of background to start you off with. And I'm going to come in with pencil to get going, a little bit of construction kind of thing, and then we'll move into pen and go from there with some shading. So if you're all ready, good afternoon, everybody. Lovely to sort of see familiar names. First thing I'm going to do, here we go, is I want to put myself a bit of a shape in here. So it might be, I'm going to put a vertical just to sort of help me out a bit. And notice that it's not in the middle. One side I've got a little bit of gap, top and bottom, okay? And then I'm going to put a little bit of a base in there, so it's like an upside down letter T. It doesn't have to be too wide, okay? And then from there I want to put myself a curve in. So I'm going to make a little bit like an arch kind of shape there. You see, so it's slightly curved at the top, comes down to a flat there. And then here, similar thing. Now you've got that upside down T to help you there, so that's nice. And now I can remove that bit in the middle. Don't need that anymore. Okay, that's that bit done. All right. So whilst I'm sort of doing this construction line a little bit, I'm going to extend that line out a bit. Put another one sort of underneath here, and then another one underneath it. See, slight angle, and then you can come in and add a little bit of sort of, you know, sort of like little rocks or little sort of steps kind of thing to it. That's good. All right, from there then I want to put myself a border in, and I'm gonna sort of come around and into those little steps or rocks, whatever we're gonna call them. And I'm just freehanding at the minute, but of course if you want to, you can go ahead and use a straight line. I might do that afterwards. I'm just going to get something in there so I can work with it. Okay, so I'm going to do myself a bit of an inside border here. Not too thick, just keep it nice and even if you can. Along there. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Here you go. All right. And again, I'm going to go this side. You can go the other side if you want. I'm going to put a couple of little lines in there, like so. And if I turn it this way, I'm going to put a little line through there. And then at the top here, let's do some little arrows. And then maybe a curve, look. And a curve there. Yeah. Let's thicken that up a bit there. And there. A couple of hinges. Okay. So that's that bit done. That's that bit done. So what I want to do here is I want to put another line in, but it's going to be just slightly at a bit more of an angle and not quite touching the other side. Okay. Oh, I know, Vicky. Yeah. I don't know why I've got a bit of a cold come. But, you know, we'll get them. It's fine. And then here, look, I'm coming in and back, joining. Okay. So far, so good. So, looking at this shape here, remember I'd got that line in the middle. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a construction line. There we go. So, I've gone down the middle, look. I've split this one into two. I know, Vicky. We all share, don't we? There you go. All right, vertical lines. Now, I want to put lines the other way, but I'm not going to do it vertically. I'm going to follow this angle here. So if I turn it round a little bit, remember, drawing that one, let's put that in the middle. Yeah, it's only a guide. And then one here. And I'll probably get a couple in here, look. So I've sort of got an evenish kind of thing going on there, okay? So I'm going to start, let's have a look. Let's start the bottom in the middle. And I'm going to come in. Again, I'm doing all this with pencil just to sort of start it off. And then a curve there, like so. And then a little curve and a little curve. All right, happy with that so far. And then above it, I want to come in with a curve going this way, like that. And a curve going that way, like that. And then above that, I'm going to put that pattern in, one there, and same this way. And then here, I'm coming in with that one, and that one. Oh, there we go. All right. And then of course here at the top, it's sort of going to go up there because it's wandering off, doing its own thing. And a bit there, and a bit there. All right, I'm happy with that then. I know what I'm doing there. I'm going to come in now with, let's have a look. I've got that. I'm going to come in with pen. And the first thing I'm going to do is start here. Hi, Leslie. I've got your cold, Leslie. Now, I'm going to sort of wobble that round. So it's sort of at the front, so it's going to come over and up there. Okay, starting point. And then I'm going to come in with, got a little bit of a bubble there. And I'm going to do a few bubbles, sort of working my way either side, look. And just put one sort of there. Let's have one sort of coming out here. So it's going to loosely follow that line. Of course, we've got to work on sort of both sides here. I'm going to go more on this side than that one. There you are. And yeah, that's going to fill there. Let's have one there. One there. Right, so a few bubbles lying about. Oh. Wipe my nose there. Okay. So then looking at my little bubbles, I'm going to start at one end and I'm going to create myself a loop, and a loop. See how we got smaller and smaller? Let's have a look at that and do it again. So I'm going to turn it round. Loop, loop, and loop. See, it gets smaller each time. So I'm turning my tile as I go as well. So they're all sort of facing different directions. See, little loops, starting at the same point. I know, Maureen, I think, yeah, I think you'll like this one. A bit more of a picture today, maybe. No, we'll all blame Leslie. She's got broad shoulders, she could take it. And do round. See, I'm going to do one on that one as well. There you are. Okay. So, sort of in between those, of course, we need to have something that's going to join them to that initial line there. Let's go down there. All right. And one there. And then I'm going to put some little leaves in. So, I'm going to be sort of kind of narrow, like that. See, a line in and then go narrow. Line in a part way there. And, you know, you can put as few or as many of these in as you like. I know, Leslie, we don't mind. But it might not have been you. It might just have been something that's around, you know. These things happen. So I'm sort of working my way up and deciding where to put these little lines. Just making leaves in there. They're sort of more on the outside of the shape than the inside. Here we go. What you see? There's another one there, look. And one up there. Like that, there you are. Put another one in the background there, look. Okay, I could sort of put my little hinges in now, you know, if you can see a little bit of it. you can put that in, and that one. Okay. All right. So next little bit, and I'm gonna let's have a look. I'm gonna come up with from this side. I want to put myself a line in now. Again, if you want to do this as a straight edge, go ahead and do it. I'm going to sort of put one in there, so it's sort of sitting on that step. It's fine. And at this top end, I'm going to put a loop, and then another one a bit smaller, another one a bit smaller, like so. All right, let's just go in a little bit there. And then on either side, I'm going to put some little lines coming out. See that little dots there? Let's do the same here, look. They don't have to be the same. And then I'm going to start, doesn't matter actually, I'm going to start at the top for a change. I'm going to put similar little sort of leaves in there. You can see how they're sort of quite close. Leaf first and then line in the middle. You can leave gaps, you can change the angle, they don't have to be completely the same. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Nice little tile. Nice picture. Alright, I'll draw a little look at that. Oh, no. Do you know, my fingers never want to zoom out. Alright, see? Going to do another one. Now this one, look, I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's not really sitting on that step anymore. And so again, if I put loops in, look, one there, and one, and one. And let's get some little dots in there. And then sort of as before, I'm going to bring those little leaves down. Little bits. So again, you can go as sort of small as you want to with these. You can add extra bits, you can change the leaves, you can whatever you want to do. It's nice to have a little bit of structure in nature. Alright, let's do one more here. So I'm going to make this one, let's have a look. It's going to sort of slightly sit behind that one. Let's have it coming to the bottom there. And then loops on the top. And then, of course, little lines in there. And little dots. Okay, might get a third one in there. Alright. Next bit then. Same again. Let's put some little leaf shapes in there. Sort of bearing in mind that this is going to sort of sit behind here, so I might actually do all of this side first and then come back and do the other side, because I know all these are going to be sort of straightforward to do. The others I've got to think about a little bit. Oh, thank you, Vicky. The book's great. It's a lot of interesting stuff in there. The gallery's brilliant. A lot of you sent tiles in, so that's brilliant as well. Okay, there you go. So we've got that going on. Okay, I'm going to put these steps in now, so that don't make them straight. You want them a little bit rickety. Here you are, look, and let's cut a couple of little lines on there, see, like this. And along we go to that one. Then again, let's have some little sort of lines on. Let's bring out a couple of little curves and bobbles. Let's go over the top there. We like them. Okay, so let's put this in. So I'm going to start with the sort of shape. Before we sort of draw the lines around, what I want to do is I want to come in and put these in. I'm going to put bobbles on the end of those curls, like so. and on the little ones. And then the heart shape at the top there. Little bubbles. And then little curves. Same again. So, you know, follow your pattern. Just adding that little bobble on the end. And, you know, if you want to sort of neaten your curves, you can do that at the same time. So that sort of sits in there. So let's have a look at this side now. So we started with this shape. I'm going to put this shape now. I'm not going to do it next to it. I'm going to do it in the next one up here. So it's going to sit there, look. So let's put those in first. So see, I'm not doing it here. I'm doing it diagonally into there. So on this side, let's have a look now. I'm going to put this heart shape. I'm going to get a half of it in. You see? And of course the same sort of thing there. Get half of it in. Then look in this side. Now if you want to do this bit in pencil so you can see where your curves and things are going to sit, you can do that. See, this one looks going to be part of that heart. That one you're not going to see, but this one, I'm going to get the other part of that heart shape in there. So I've got the pattern in. Okay. So once we've done that bit, what I want to do is I'm going to sort of come around this outer edge and sort of create a bit of a shape around it, so it's not completely level there, like so. And then let's bring that back into there. And I can see this bit. Let's put that in. And then here, I'm going to see that bottom sort of section there a little bit. Let's just up and round there. So only draw in the bits you can see. If you can see through your cold. Yeah. Oh, hey Chris. Yeah, Jackie. Chris says swipe right and then hopefully you should see things. And that's, yeah, Chris did tell me to do that and I couldn't do it because I was swiping left. Oh, good grief. But yeah, that's what he says, swipe right. Okay, so see I've got these little sort of bits in. Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah, okay. You see what I'm going to do now? I'm going to put little shapes in there. You know, just sort of filling in those little gaps as we do. And sort of, you know, work out what you've got there and sort of go around it. It's not going to be the same as mine because your curves and everything else is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sort of thicken up the lines on that right hand side there. Just want it to look a little bit sort of deeper there, like you can sort of work your way through it. Okay, and into there, and that one there. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I'm actually fine. I've just got one of those horrible runny noses that, you know, you can't really do anything with. So it just sounds a bit snuffly, but I feel fine, you know, in that sense. All right. So, okay, here we go. Let's put the border back in. Now, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a little bit of a wave on it. Just a little bit. So it's not, you know, completely straight. Nothing is completely straight on this tile today, so it's sort of going to sort of fit in with it. Same there, look. Slight wobble. So we've got this going on. Okay. So then I'm going to turn it this way once more, and what I want to do is I'm going to put some little lines in. Now, again, you might want to do this in pencil first. This sort of, you know, a little bit random in places. And then I'm going to go up and do like an irregular kind of hint to bricks, if that makes sense. There you are. Okay, so I'm just going to remove pencil lines from around there. Okay, and let's bring a little bit of our pencil in. Here we go. First things first, I'm going to start in the background, and I'm going to put some over those lines I've just put in there. Alright, see, it's just little hints. Saw that in a minute. And then on the inside here, I want to have a little bit there, like so. I think we all do that, to be fair, Vic, yeah. Gonna have a little bit on that edge, not much, just a little bit in there. And underneath those there as well. I'm going to come in with pencil round the inside of that little border. There you go. And this one. Okay. And you know where we put those lines on those little steps? Put some in there as well. Okay. Tortillon. So here we go. I'm going to soften around my frame, a bit like so, and then inside that area there. And I'm going to come around onto the, I don't know, it could be a doorway, could be a gate. I think we need to put a handle on it. It's a bit of a door. Okay, so I'm trying to keep some of the centerpiece, that middle bit, with no graphite. Oh, thank you, Maureen. I'm going to put like a bubble on there, look. I'm going to fill it in. There you go. And here we go, little pieces in there, just softening off little areas. And let's do those little bricks. See, it's not got to be completely neat there. It's sort of like giving a hint of the background, so it's not got to be completely blended out. And then, of course, around here. And soften that off into this one. It would, Joe. I'm going to add a little bit of colour in there, but if you want to go a little bit further with it, by all means. I mean, it looked great with gel pens and things, wouldn't it? But okay, I'm just going to wipe my nose. There we go. And this bit. Okay, so I'm going to bring a bit of pencil in. Let's have a look what we've got here. I'm going to start with my white pencil. Oh, not the blue, my white pencil. I'm going to add some just to that edge of that frame there, and then inside there. Again, if you're not going to use colours, you could use your white chalk for that. Just want to give it a little bit of something there. And then a couple of colours, maybe my light blue, my light peach, my light pink. And I'm not going to colour it in particularly, it's just going to have a little hint of colour in places. But as Joe said, if you want to go more stained glass, you can sort of have more colour in. Just want to have a little hint that there's something there, see? I'm not really going to go into the darks there. I'm just going to add a little bit in that middle bit. So it's sort of gives you a hint that it's there, see? And then coming on round, let's bring some green in. I'm going to go with a slightly darker green today. I'm going to use my deep green. Okay. I'll come back and put a bit of green in there in a minute. So here you go. What have I got here? Light pink purple. See, adding just a touch in there. I just want to bring that colour to the foreground. And a bit of my sunny green into there. You know, just to sort of add a touch to those. And I'm going to use my grass green on here. Now I'm not going to sort of colour it every individual. I'm going to sort of do little V shapes almost. So, working it in there. And this one. Okay. And then of course it's a colour choice here, isn't it? I think because I've got sort of quite pinky purple going on there, I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to bring my mid-rose in. And going in that bottom edge. And then in with that pink too. See, sort of blending it together. So that's a little bit stronger because this is more at the front, whereas this slightly more sort of subdued in the background there. Let's bring a bit of white in. Those top edges. And last little thing, I'm going to bring my black in. And just sort of on the inside there. Going to give it a little bit of sort of strength there. I'm actually going to go a little bit darker in there. See? Just going to come back in with my pencil there. I want to blend that in. Going a little bit darker. Okay. Okay. Just adding a little bit more to that there. There we go. So it's sort of got a little bit of a hint there. Yeah, like that. And I'm just going to bring in my white pen, my white gel pen. Okay. Just making sure it works. And we're just going to come in a little bit lighter on that edge there. And the top there. And inside here, I'm just going to put some little dots. So, you know, maybe we're stepping out into a garden there, but maybe we're stepping out into the stars. So, some little cross hints there. Okay, and just a little bit of just under there as well. There we go. All right, so there it is. Our tile done for the day. So, a bit of an initial on there. I hope you've enjoyed that one. It's a nice little piece. You could do this as a little gate if you wanted, or through into a garden path, that kind of thing. So many options. So, all right, I will leave you to this one.